Hello, hello. It's been a while. I have been extremely busy studying the last 2 months, and my exam is in 3 days, but I would not miss Monaco Quali for the world. So I am watching this on Saturday morning. Not sure when this might go out, but hopefully you'll still be interested by then. So my 2023 qualifying video, I think, might be my most watched video, just because of how impressive that last lap by Max was. And yeah, we'll see if he's able to pull something similar out of the bag this year, or if Charles Leclerc is going to be the impressive one, because he has been absolutely kicking ass in the practice sessions. So we'll see what happens. Got my Ferrari gear on, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Monaco qualifying is probably my favorite day of the whole F1 season. I love it so much. Every time people say we should get rid of Monaco, I just cite Monaco qualifying, because even if the race isn't that great, qualifying so far surpasses it. Another funny thing, like, while I've been gone, all of a sudden F1 has gotten good again. So it's like me recording my reactions has been the cause of all of the pain for the past 2.5 years. Because it was good in 2021 when I first started watching, and then started 2022, started recording my reactions, immediately got So we'll see. I think the next 2 seasons are going to be really, really good. I think the rest of the season is heating up. And I think Max obviously still has the advantage because he's managed to get a little bit of a gap on everyone. And I don't know, unless he has more DNFs this year, I think it's going to be tough for anyone to win enough to make that up, because I think it seems like it's very, very close between Lando, Charles, and Max right now. And so I think if those three just split wins the rest of the year, Max has enough of a gap that he'll still win the championship. So yeah, we'll see. But I think the constructors is going to get very interesting, especially if Checo starts to struggle again, because he always tends to around the European part of the season. The McLaren liveries. I have a bit of a controversial take on this, and I've seen a couple other people talk about this on Twitter, but the amount that we tribute Senna is kind of starting to bother me a little bit. Like, I know he was obviously the best, one of the best drivers ever, and I think part of the reason why it's been a lot lately is because of his the 30th anniversary of his death. But I sometimes feel like we don't do that for any other driver, and there's been so many drivers over history that have passed away racing. And so it's kind of like, why do we do this for Senna and not really anyone else? I think it's a lot more over the top. It's almost like we've kind of martyred him in a way. And I think tributes every once in a while is fine. Like, I really appreciated Charles at the Canadian Grand Prix last year having his helmet be a tribute to Gilles Villeneuve. And then what Seb did at Imola was really nice, where he drove Senna's car around and talked a lot about his legacy, and also made sure to include Roland Ratzenberger in his tribute. But kind of leading on from that, McLaren's livery and the fact that they have like merch for it and all that stuff, it's like, it feels a little bit like it's capitalizing off of Senna's death. And of course he drove for them and everything, so I can understand why they did it and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure his family's probably been involved in all of this, so they must be okay with it. But I don't know, it's just, it kind of bugs me how much tributes he seems to get compared to other drivers. But that's just kind of how I've been feeling about it lately. I think it's important to always remember him as a driver, and I'm sure that, yes, this part of the year, every year is always going to be a little bit like this, but I don't know. I think we should start to be a little bit more subtle with it and not try and profit off of his death in a way. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I accurately articulated my thoughts on that, but yeah, let me know what you think. Do you like the livery? Do you think it's too much? should we be having more tributes to other drivers who have died driving? Like, I don't know. I think just been something on my mind lately. All right, to Monaco Quali now. McLaren, surprisingly, hasn't been looking as good as I was expecting them to going into this weekend. And maybe it is because they've kind of always said that slow corners are kind of their weakness, and Monaco is pretty well entirely slow corners. Mercedes has looked stronger than expected. RBs are looking pretty good, although mainly Tsunoda, not so much Daniel. And it's also sounding more and more like it's just going to be Tsunoda and Ricciardo next year at RB, which really sucks for Lawson. And my computer just froze. This is wonderful. Okay, now it's going again. Okay, who do I think is going to be out in Q1? I think it's going to be Joe, Bottas, Stroll, Sargent, and Gasly. Okay, I think Daniel was doing a lap, but he's pulled out. Sometimes I find Monaco Quali a bit hard to follow though, because everyone's setting a lap like constantly throughout the session. So it's like tough to follow who is setting a time and who isn't. Okay, what's Daniel got? Only 12th. Oof. I think Daniel was setting 2 back-to-back quick laps. Interesting. But he got caught behind someone there briefly. Stroll's gone into 3rd. Charles. Oh, did he pick up a... picked up something off the barrier. Ooh, Perez is not looking great. RB isn't looking as good as they were earlier. Yeah, Lewis is looking good. Wow, there's a 10th between the top 5. That's crazy. Charles starting. Daniel starting his lap. Oh, we got graphic. That corner there, when they get that shot of the cars like off weight coming around that corner, just brushing the barrier, that might be my favorite shot. There we go. That's better, Charles. Getting that advertising board off your front wing probably helped. Good one, Daniel. Half second down, though. Is Daniel setting 2 push? No, he's slowing down. This might be pretty good for Alex. Let's see. Ooh, 5th. That's pretty good. Okay, Daniel's setting up another lap here. Norris is in the bottom 5. Perez is in the bottom 5, too. Yeesh. Norris went in the pits. What the fuck is going on with him? Is he going to be able to get around again? What's going on? Here's Perez. Oh, he's going out lap now. He has one last shot. Perez only 14th. Oh my god. He's going to be able to get around for one last lap, I think. Oosh. Hamilton 2nd. Daniel's going to have to find more time. You gotta hope no one causes a red flag here. And this is Daniel's last chance, too. He's going. He's only up a 10th on Sargent. Oh, geez. I guess the first sector's pretty short, though. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Good one. Good one, Daniel. Okay, Norris is looking okay. Oscar's looking okay. Ocon's looking like he'll be out. Alonso's going to be out. Gasly's good. Norris is good. So Alonso's going to be out. Sargent's out. Piastri's good. Okay, it's all up to Perez. So it's either going to be Ocon. Oh my god, 6/10 from 1st to 18th. Wow. That is so tight. Wow. You out-qualified a Red Bull though, Sargent. What happened to Charles? Is he just building up? Like, maybe they turned down the engine mode? Saving it for Q3? Doesn't want to risk it, maybe? Interesting. That was a good, like, 6/10 from 1st to 18th. Like, Logan's got to be, like, okay with that. And Alonso, too. Whatever updates they did completely switched that car into Lance's favor. Which is wild. Yeah, Albon's looked really good. Monaco qualifying, since it is so tight, you're just separating the men from the wolves. Is that the phrase? I don't even know. Ooh, close to the wall. Super close to the wall. Oh, funny. Oh, Fernando, what is going on with you? As soon as you signed that contract, it's turned to shit. It's almost like they were getting him to sign, and then they changed the car. And then now it's... I love how they organize the ships, and I'm curious how they do that. It's like when you apply to be able to be in the arbor during Monaco weekend, do you have to like provide the size of their ship and they give you it based on that? Is there different like payment amounts for each place? Because like the place you want to be is right against the harbor, so you can watch the cars go past without having to buy tickets. But I'm sure the prices must be exorbitant to stay in the harbor during Monaco weekend. Okay, who's going to be out in Q2? I'm going to go Stroll, Ocon, Daniel, Magnussen, Gasly. Oh my god. It's 2/10 first to 7th. Max goes fastest. Charles didn't improve. Daniel didn't improve there. Oh dear. His third sector was better, but his first two sectors weren't. Oscar goes fastest. Second to Oscar. Interesting. Piastri's looked really good this weekend too. They're keeping Daniel in the pits like really late. Giving him one more lap, I guess. 1:11.1. Knockout time. Wow. Okay, Daniel's going now. Daniel's not gonna get through. His lap's not looking that good. Unless he nails the third sector. And yeah, Daniel's out. Dang. His third sector was decent, but wow, that's a shocker. Yuki, what's Yuki got? Wow, good one, Williams. Yuki's through. Yeah. Dang. Daniel needed another 2.5 tenths, even 3 tenths. Yeah, I don't know if keeping them in the pits that long was smart for them. I think maybe they should have done 2 push laps at the end. I think Gasly's pretty motivated this year because I know he was really pissed off last year when Ocon got that podium. Ooh, Ocon locked up big time. Yikes. That was the end of his lap. Ugh, Lewis squeaked through. Oh, that was pretty perfect corner for Gasly. Even though he hit it, like sometimes that's what you want to do. Now, has Charles been saving it for Q3? Or have Ferrari kept their engines down? Something's gotta have been happening. RB, yeah. Up the strategy again there. They've been doing that a lot lately. Oh my god, the cat's going now. Okay, want in. Hi, what do you want? I'm watching F1. Make a decision. Okay, bye. Alrighty. Let's see what happens here. I think both McLarens are looking good. Max is looking good. Charles looking good. That's going to be the top 5. It's just going to depend on the order, I think. Although a Mercedes could definitely hop in there. Okay, Lewis is going to go fastest. Oh no. Hi, buddy. Ah, there's that half second we were looking for. Carlos goes into 3rd. Russell into 4th. What's Max got? Only into 3rd. Is Albon going in the gap here, looks like, to avoid traffic? Can we show Alex doing his fast lap, please? Alex is literally setting a fast lap right now. Show him. Thank you. Sector 3 is so short, but it's probably the bulk of your speed in the lap because first sector is pretty straight. Middle sector also, you can lose a bit of time there, but yeah, good one from Alex. Oh man, my heart's really going. Oh, I love that corner so much. Okay, this is Lewis's last lap, I guess. Or no, I guess he can get around one more. Russell's into 3rd, so that's his last lap. Charles looking pretty good. Verstappen's hit the wall. Wait, I don't think Max is setting another lap. Come on, Charles. 1:10.2. Wow. I think Max isn't setting another lap. He's going slow. He hasn't hit any green sectors. Wow, good one, Oscar. Okay, what's Carlos got here? Oh, he goes 3rd. Oh my god, Max is going to be way down the order. Lando 4th. Gasly setting his lap now? Yeah. He's not even going to hit the podium, maybe. Holy sh**. Wow. Okay, what's Gasly got here then? He had a bad 3rd sector there. Yeah, done. Bad 3rd sector. Wow. 6th for Max. We saw him make a mistake. For the first time in a long time. He's out of the car already. He's like, no, I'm done. Wow. So Max isn't even going to be in contention tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see how he handles it. Oh, wow, you really hit the wall. Lewis didn't have that great of a lap either. All right, that's half the work done there, Charles. Oscar's P2. Wow. Whoa. Both Haas's are starting from the pit lane. Yikes, that sucks for Monaco after they were 12th and 15th, so they maybe could have gotten one car into the points, but that's not good. Oh, Daniel won't be stuck behind one, so that'll be one more point position for him. So, good session. I think it was a little bit anticlimactic there with Max making a mistake on his last lap, so it would have been interesting to see how far he could have pushed that to try and get up there, but yeah, really happy. Charles starting P1, Oscar P2, Carlos P3, and then I think it was Lando P4. Who was P5? Lewis? No, George. George was P5. Max P6. Lewis P7. Yuki P8. Alex P9 and Gasly P10, I think. So a big mix of different teams in there. You got one Red Bull, one Alpine, one Williams, one RB, two Mercedes, two Ferrari, two McLarens. So 7 different teams in the top 10. We'll see how it is tomorrow. I'm hoping for a nice, clean, dry, no yellows, no reds, just straightforward race so that Charles can win. Please. I need it to happen. I cannot go through this another time. He needs to improve that pole to win ratio. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so not quite as good as 2023 session. That was probably the best quali session I've ever seen, and this one was just about a regular Monaco session, but still just my favorite day of the year. It's so great watching those cars just twist and wiggle and curve through all the streets of Monaco. So yeah, very good. And we will more than likely have another race winner this year, because it will, well, I guess if Carlos manages to win from P3, or Lando from P4, but I think I'd be happy with either of the 2 Leclercs winning. I love that they semi-adopted Oscar this weekend, because he seems to be trying to make every single race this year his home race. So pretty funny, but yeah, really enjoyed that. So not sure when this will be posted, but I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and you'll get my Monaco GP reaction shortly as well. Toodles.